we can get it, make the difference. So I had to urge my players to go, but it was to still have some few minutes left. So and we utilized that few minutes. That was a good one from them.
All right, Coach, what would you have done differently in this particular encounter if you wanted the maximum point?
Well, I think we have done all what we needed to do. But, sometimes you do all your plans. But football is a different thing. It can sometimes disappoint you. But I wasn't disappointed today because we gave a good account of ourselves. It's just that we made some mistakes in defense, which cost us the 2 goals. You can imagine where they scored us the second goal from a very far distance. And it wasn't expected, but it's football.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach.
You're welcome, thank you.
All right, Coach Stanley Eguma there sharing his thoughts. Of course, highly disappointed, but will be very happy because his team narrowly are losing to Remo Stars. And for the first time in Remo's history, they were looking to get a win against this highly revered Rivers United, but that is not the case. Well, Dan, you have to say, if there's anything we enjoy about Remo Stars is they give us a spectacle, and that was exactly what it is. The winless streak continues with Rivers United. Remo Stars are yet to beat Rivers United in a competitive fixture. How do you feel right now?
I didn't see the equalizer. I didn't see it. I thought we have won, but unfortunately we have to settle for a draw. Honestly, I didn't see how the goal happened because I was still about thinking of what to do to seal the maximum 3 points, like I promised you before the start of the game. But unfortunately, this is football. It happens, and we take it like that, and we move on.
Now, this was basically how everything came to be here. I mean, your team seems to be in a celebratory mode with arguably the goal of the tournament, if you ask me, for the championship playoffs. And maybe that also sparks of the inexperience you have with your side, knowing fully well that you have gone in the league. It's time for you to lock up. But then again, we saw Rivers United take advantage.
Yeah, you are somehow right. Maybe inexperience. We're still in the euphoria of the goal. Fantastic goal. If not the best so far in the league, like you said. Before we have a blink, Jack, where are you? We have the ball in the net. Our goalkeeper was late. But this is football, Moses. Like I told you, it's football, and we move on. We just move on.
I hear you clearly on that. 2 draws now on a bounce over 2 games. What are the aspirations? Does that dampen your mood going into the 3rd fixture?
Definitely it will affect us, but we have a way of turning things around. We have another 9 points to grab, opportunity to grab 9 points. This is our focus now, to try to get maximum 9 points, if it's possible.
I hope you don't have any injury there.
I guess it's one of the players, maybe from their mouth during jubilation. I'm so sure. And if it's an injury, maybe I'll take good care of it.
Go take care of it then. All the best, Coach. Thanks for your time. Oh, my word. Rebel Stars, no doubt, has to be a team to watch out for. And great confidence are coming from our coach, Ogumadede. Now, Mike is with me here. Mike, let's talk about the highlights and just run through what we have just witnessed right now between these 2 sides. Arguably the best game of the last 4 or 5 we have seen. And, Mike, what would be your take?
Perhaps arguably it's an understatement. For me, undoubtedly the best game we've seen so far. They came into this game as underdogs, and goalkeeper Victor Sochima will not be happy with himself for this. Yes, the ball was placed low, but should have reacted way in time. That he did not do. Of course, they got a deserved equalizer in that. Having said that, Ogumadede, they've been very, very proud of his team. I like their doggedness. Substitute Kudus came in, gave it to him. He played it low and hard, but goalkeeper Victor could have done better. In presence of scouts and, of course, the national team coach who once invited him and was on the bench for the Eagles. Now, as soon as these guys came back and Wangwa went out, they lost steam. They lost their drive in attack. And there was a chance that Lokosa Jr. should have scored from. Good free kick there by Ismail. He has a way of bending the ball. This we have as well from Ebube Duru, but that you see him regretting that opportunity. That's Sadiq now, flinging that ball, drop for him. On the turn, he wanted to hit it. It didn't quite work out for him. Poor reaction. But good enough, these guys did not give in. What about this unselfish play from the Liberian Gibson? He had an opportunity to dribble the goalkeeper or go 1-on-1. That he didn't do. He brought the ball out only for Chiamaka Madu. So instead of slamming the ball into the net, Chiamaka instead hit way, way above the net. Chiamaka, of course, will not be happy. But I like this unselfish play. That's Gibson. He took the goalkeeper out, dropped it, but Chiamaka chose the upright rather than the net. And the other was flopped. A golden opportunity for them to have solidified the game, to have rounded up the game, which they didn't do. Unknown to them, Remo had plans. And when the opportunities did come, Remo showed that, yes, they were hungry. I cannot get enough of them. That's Ukeme, Williams who came in, and that's Gibson. And this is Chiamaka Madu, former Rangers hitman from the midfield. On this occasion, he wasn't a hitman. Inside, it was a hit post that we saw. But what about this? Now, as soon as I saw this chart, I was telling my friend, watch out, watch out. What about this for technique? Brilliant. Either this ball kissed the net or left the arena all in all. Because he hit it with so much venom to make a brace for him in this game. So I think Adedayo is one. This game is one that he'll be very, very proud of for a very long time to come. Paced by the fact that attackers were coming to mark him or defenders. Took his time, selected his spot, hit it very hard and low. Victor Sochima, no excuse for that one. And of course, opposing goalkeeper, their Bank Olebin, very happy. But perhaps they celebrated too soon. Inexperience perhaps plays a part. It is often said in football that you are weakest when you've just scored. All they had to do was to hold on. Ogumotede being happy, thinking that the job is wrapped up. Unfortunately, not knowing that it's not all done. But what about this? I will look at this over and over and over and over again. The distance, the technique, what about that? Absolutely brilliant. Victor has not had the best of this. Just when we finished, before we finished celebrating, Lookman on the opposite side did this. Chiamaka Madu, who flunked the other time by hitting the bar, had a part in this. He had the ball with the goalkeeper. He shielded the goalkeeper away from the ball, creating a chance for his teammate. That's Lookman. For me, that is unselfish play, and that is making up. For me, this is the best game I've seen in Nigerian league football for over the past 5 years or thereabouts.
I have to agree with you. And you know what? I just had a chat with Coach Daniel Ogumodede. You know what he said to me? I didn't see the equalizer. I did not see the equalizer. And it just goes to show again, Mike. And I said to him, maybe it has a lot to do with the fact that the inexperience is what was demonstrated there. Because when you score a goal, it's when you are most vulnerable. You have scored just at the death of the game. All you need to do, you needed to see the bench. Everybody went berserk. Even the coach ran into the pitch, you know, and yes, they were still in the euphoria of that goal being scored. To defend now became an issue before you know it, and they had numbers behind, but everybody was not ready.
You saw Ukeme chipping the ball. That's Chiamaka Madu. Chiamaka Madu shielded the ball away from the defender, unselfishly creating an opportunity for Lookman. For me, that is team play. Remo have to lose. For me, this is a loss for Remo. They will consider this game a loss because it was almost as wrapped as a victory for them. 3 points gone, but then they celebrate too soon. And that is a cardinal sin in football, celebrating too soon.
All right, I think it's interesting to see, and because I'm interested to know if Remo do have a chance. Yes, they still got 9 more points to play for, 2 in the kitty. Well, they would say 2 points drop as opposed to 1 being gained today. I think if for Stanley Aguma, he would say this is a win for him either way.
Yeah, it's a win because right now he's got 4 points, 3 from the first and 1 from this. I still think even for Remo, it's not even over yet. Because remember, we are out of 6 teams, we are fighting for 3 spots. So there's a lot more to be fought for. First position is the prestige and the money. That is the first. Second, the prestige of going in the CAF Champions League. While third is the Confederation. So I still think there's a lot to play for. But right now, Rivers are in with more of a shout than Remo.
I hear you very clearly. All right, people, we have actually witnessed a 2-fixture match day 2 of the Nigeria Premier Football League Super 6 Championship playoffs. And the results saw our first win on the day, Enyimba International over Lobby Stars. Narrowly seen another win. Unfortunately, it was an end-to-end stuff, exciting game we witnessed between Rivers United and the Remo Stars. Rivers United almost running away with a victory. Remo Stars swung the pendulum their way. Incidentally, Rivers United made sure that they did not walk out of this place empty-handed. Our next fixture will be BENDEL Insurance against the Sunshine Stars. Another side that are yet to get a win on board. For Sunshine Stars, they will be hoping they do not get a loss. They are the first team to actually lose at this tournament before Lobby Stars considered defeat against Enyimba International, who are in pole position at the moment with 4 points. Rivers United also with 4 points. It is the goal difference that is the situation for Rivers United, who have considered more goals than Enyimba. For Remo Stars, 2 points on board after two match days. And for BENDEL Insurance are looking for their maximum points today against Sunshine Stars. All Sunshine Stars looking forward to get their first victory on board here. It will be interesting matchup right here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. And Mike and I will come back to see what to expect between BENDEL Insurance, the unbeaten side of the NPFL, and Sunshine Stars. All right, we're looking forward to the final fixture of the NPFL Super 6 two games are seen today are match day 2. My word, what excitement we are witnessing with Lobby Stars and Eimba. Eimba coming into winning ways with their 1-0, and we saw a 2-2 draw. Just the same result as replicated in their first game against Eimba, Remo Stars, and with Rivers United. But tonight, it is BENDEL Insurance, another side that we should all watch out for. They have stated a statement of intent with how they fared in the regular season, going 18 games unbeaten. And I think that in itself is something everybody should watch out for. But most importantly, Mike, when you play 18 games and 10 of those are draws, it calls for concern. And they started at the end the Super 6 tournament, Matchday 1, with a draw. We're hoping it won't be a draw, just like we saw with Remo Stars in their opening 2 games.
Yeah, it's a pity that it's turned out like this. They started like a house on fire, gaining all the 3 points. All of a sudden, it came to draws. The draws also transpired in their Federation Cup matches until they won on penalties. But having said that, they realized themselves that a win is what's important. Draws will not help their case in this case. First game ended a draw against Lobby. They'll do everything in their cupboard to make sure they elk a win. Now they have no excuse about fatigue. They played 48 hours ago just like every other team. So they need to give it all their shot and do it. But then they need to be given credit. 19 matches so far this season without being beaten. I cannot recollect any team doing this. When Aqua got there, that was 18 over a long season. But this is 19. A brief season and the extra.
I will say one thing. Everybody's quite excited. We see fans of Sunshine Stars, fans of BENDEL Insurance also in the stadium here. Quite a sizable amount of fans have come out because they would want to see the later games as it is. And it's quite interesting to see how this turns out. Mike, on a head-to-head situation, BENDEL Insurance, interestingly, has the upper hand with 1 win and 1 draw. Sunshine Stars are yet to find a victory against this side. We saw them falter in their opening fixture, Sunshine Stars, against Rivers United. The question is, they would not want to go on a back-to-back defeat.
Very true. They are the underdogs, so to say, for this game. But all of that is thrown out of the window when it comes to a playoff. That was this a neutral venue. Everybody has to create something. So I expect both teams to dig deep. Sunshine will come in wounded, haven't lost their last match. So this is an opportunity to make up for it. And we know how dearly coach Edith Agoye is when it comes to earning a result. Monday Odigia will not want to give up. Of what use will it be to be unbeaten and not get to gain wins? When is the playoff? So that alone, and considering the sponsorship from his state, arguably one of the best, Monday will also want to create something from this. So for me, this is a titanic clash. One between the underdogs, Sunshine, and the favorite, so to say, BENDEL Insurance.
It's interesting. I mean, they've been away from the elite football, and I'm talking BENDEL Insurance for quite a bit. They make a return in 2023, and they're blowing everybody out of the water, topping Group A of the abridged regular season of the NPFL. But beyond that, they are in the finals of the Federation Cup. And if you're asking yourself, what's a Federation Cup? Well, that's our FA Cup in Nigeria, where they will battle out against a side very underwhelming, Rangers International. So either way, it seems as though BENDEL Insurance are looking to find themselves on the continent one way or another. But I'm sure the route of the Super 6 will be very key for them to see if they can actually make it into the Champions League playoffs.
And I think they've got it in them to do. Hopefully a win is what they can get. And once they get the win, that will be good enough for them. So cherish that much cherished continental place that they are in search for.
All right. So what it is, Mike, how do you see this going today?
Pretty tough, but I see Insurance done nicking a win by the odd goal.
I worry. I think we might just end up with another draw. And I don't want to see draws no more in my fixtures. Let's leave draw for Charles Saturdays and maybe Chisholm on Wednesday. All right, we'll be handing you over to our team of commentators. Emmanuel Etim, of course, for English with Mike Mayaki supporting there. And Timo Weye for Pidgin commentary. Mombalaji Johnson Arena. First 45 minutes ready to go between BENDEL Insurance and, of course, a very, very determined Sunshine Stars.
Wherever you are across the world, we bid you a fine welcome again to the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos, as we are set to present on your World of Champions the final fixture today in the Nigerian Premier Football League Championship playoff. It will be between BENDEL Insurance against Sunshine Stars Sports Club. A game of huge significance for the Owena Waves, a team well aware that another defeat And the championship amplifies that talk of them being favourites from the rear. In another time, simply underdogs. The weather seems a bit cloudy right about now, so temperature dropping to about 31 degrees Celsius, about 19 kilometers in terms of how the movement of the wind is. Football, we've seen over and again moments where the underdogs bite and bite hard. 9 days ago, these teams were battling for a place at the semi-final of the Federation Cup. Insurance prevailing courtesy of that 56-minute strike from Imadio Sarenkwe. This is the league where the stakes are much higher. The head-to-head doesn't have much in terms of previous meetings between the sides, just 3 games. Insurance with 2 victories. Sunshine's yet to taste success. A tie ending in a draw that happened at the Korea Township Stadium, where Sunshine secured a 1-1 draw. Anthony Omaka versus Kala, the goal scorers for various teams. I'm fully aware of the delight that came before this contest. But will be hoping to get something significant. Here's how the team from Benin will file out, still the unchanged. The man who's played every single minute this season for BENDEL Insurance, Amaso Paseje, supported with the brilliance of Enabulele. Up front, they've got Imade and Sarake Ismail partnering to cause the greatest level of devastation. The head coach remains Monde Odige. One more picture to see if they can stay unbeaten. The early side of the top flight, not to lose a game against a side who some say are the surprise package, the championship playoff. Abubakar Abdullahi is the match official for this game, assisted by Moses Ahmed Mustafa. The 4th official is Bashir Salisu. In terms of alterations from the side who played the opening fixture, despite the 1-0 loss, the manager has gone with the strengths. Mustafa Lawal retains his position in goal. Oku Afemifuna there alongside Imo Ikemdanachi at fullback. The middle has got Vincent to be talked about, the captain, Ekerete Udom, with so much experience. We'll be hoping today he gets to find a goal for himself. Ibrahim Yusuf, the man with the number 9 shirt. That's the man who has led his side so far unbeaten in the top division. Coach Monde Odige was at the helms when the Vipers gained promotion to the NPFL in 2019 after 2 seasons in charge. Went on to break an 11-year promotion jinx. But it wasn't entirely rosy for him during the first period. Results weren't forthcoming. That eventually forced his exit. The opposition manager, Edith Agoye, coming in for Sunshine, was pretty significant. Despite mild expectations, sprinkled like confetti, they have that somewhat a target. But the most passionate was for the team to retain their elite status. But here they are competing for the grandest prize of all. So the action begins for Insurance, quest for a first title. But first they need to get the first maximum point in this game for Sunshine Stars. Just to tell the entire world that even the underdogs can bite. Yet to taste success as champions of the Nigeria Premier Football League. There's everything to play for in this contest. Nothing is predestined. Every side has reached this stage, regardless of championship reputation, has earned their place. A position which didn't come on a silver platter, but earned enough to result and perseverance. It's normal to have tags for teams, favourites and underdogs, but in this championship playoff, everything is on the line. Of course, the gyration from the various supporters club. The Vipers, as they call insurance, clad in predominant yellow. Sunshine Stars, what has the trappings of light blue. Keep an eye on Mario Sarenko. It's always been a headliner for Insurance Football Club. Likewise, this man, Divine Iwanchuku, a maestro in his own stride. One of the more exciting players to watch this season, not just in the regular campaign. He's taking that huge form into the championship playoff. Big man, Achin the maker. Tonight, partners Obuagwe Emmanuel in the heart of the fence for Sunshine Stars. Side who sealed qualification on the final match day by virtue of a superior goal difference +6 at the expense of Abia Warriors, who had a -2. And both teams ended the regular season on 27 points. They did well enough to score a couple of goals. Sunshine Stars 20 goals and somewhat conceded 14. First sight of the Panda ball, goalkeeper Master Basoje. His 20th campaign. He's helped himself to some impressive clean sheets. 9 coming into this match day. Made. Quite a towering presence he's got, so easy to sport. Likewise, the Sunshine player David Anovo. Just be heavily responsible for anything positive to come out of the winner waves. Sarenko tries to seek out the presence of Serki Ismail. Drive through from Vincent Temitope, the captain of the team. Imo Ikemdenachi just seeking to whip it across that stuff from such a distance. The apology was required. Archie Lemeka. Man who made his league debut during the 2019 campaign, Master Basoje, conceding 13 goals in 22 matches. He comes into the season with experience, having also had invitations to the under 20 and under 23 national teams. So somewhat similar traits to Vincent Iyama. A free kick for BENDEL Insurance. Sunday Anyawo. The presence of Oka Afamefuna. Free kick by the presence of Obuagwe Emmanuel. Just going out of play for BENDEL Insurance stroke. Even an over. Previously at Sokoto United. Made just hovering around to get hold of possession, but the presence of Oka Afamefuna caused some problems. took the campaign by storm, Emadio Sarenko. For those who are close to him and followers of insurance often refer to him as Black Bullets. Here's Divine. Just into a clatter with Achin to make out a free kick to BENDEL Insurance Football Club. Quite devastating with the set pieces, Insurance. Might be one of the creators in chief mind, but he's also found a way to celebrate in terms of a goal which came at the Stadium in Ikene against Remo Stars. Floater into the box, cut out by the McCann. He gets his first in the championship, Divine Onwachuku. That's the perfect start for BENDEL Insurance Football Club. And just detailing how much of a creator he is. Doesn't get to score too many goals, but when this quality is required, he finds himself the perfect time to do it. A stoical celebration from Monday Odiga. He knows this is just the beginning, but it's a perfect start for the Benin Arsenal. A man who indeed deserves one by virtue of how consistent he's been this season. Divine Onwachuku. Well, what can I say?
Well, that was divinely placed there by Divine. He saw an opportunity and capitalized upon it. Insurance have been criticized lately that they've forgotten how to score goals. They always scramble for draws. But then, it does happen, and Divine saw an opportunity, and he hit it to the half volley. He took a few ricochets, he did ricochet off one or two players, and got the better of the goalkeeper. A little bit fortuitous, but they all count. A goal is a goal.
Quality player who's started every single game this campaign for Insurance, and this relates back to the regular campaign. I was just listening to your pitch side analysis, Mike. You sounded a bit confident with the display of Insurance to come, but that's the confirmation. Insurance lead by a goal to nil against Sunshine Stars. It's not surprising how they started this game for you.
Yeah, because they've always done very well. Ever since this fire they lost midway through the season. Yes, not enough to lose games, but not to win games. It's not enough to draw games. Points do count this time around. And so they should do everything. I've always known Monday Odiga from a personal angle. Monday pushes himself very hard. He's a hard taskmaster. So I imagine what he'll be telling his lads when they are not winning games, but they're drawing games.
It was a bit frustrating, the second stanza of the regular campaign, where Insurance picked up just one win in the Matchday 15 game against the El Kanemi Warriors. That tie ended 2-1. Ismail Sadiki and a substitute, Austin Ogunye, the guys who found a way to celebrate. Julius Imiloju. Good cross out! Brilliant header from Imade. There's a danger man. That's the quality he brings to this Insurance side. Current top scorer for the team.
Now, if you're used to watching Imiloju Julius right from his days as MFM, you know that he possesses his ability. He swung loose on very well. Imade rose up magnificently and nodded down. Fortunately, not much power there to beat. But this is promising on the part of Insurance. And the sooner Sunshine get their acts up, the better. If not, they end up conceding as many as 3 in the first 45 minutes of this game.
Sounds like you're not giving them a chance of survival against Insurance. Cut back, Ife. Abulele with a cross. Pretty uneasy for Emadio Sarenko, despite the quality he possesses. And there's always been that conversation if Insurance can go the entire campaign without suffering a defeat.
Possible. After 10 minutes, we're witnessing just one goal there on the part of Insurance. Divinely put in there by Divine Onwachuku. It's possible for them not to lose, but then it's going to be a hard taskmaster as the defense has just almost been broken loose there.
The captain, Timmy Tokpe Vincent, almost capitalising on what could have been a horrendous capitulation from Insurance, but good pass. Better defending, they get nothing but a goal kick. Top scorer for the side, Yusuf Ibrahim. His last goal came against Niger Tornadoes, a product of the Remo Stars Academy. Eventually went on to join Sunshine just after the start of the new campaign, and for most seen as a direct replacement for the man who left the team last season, Sadiq Yusuf, who had scored 13 goals in the 2021 campaign. They don't like to be referred to as the Akura Gunners, they prefer the Owona Waves.
But 12 months or less is a long time in football. It wasn't long ago that there was just that the state government wants to sell the team, and they are tired of sponsoring the Owona Waves. However, in a wonderful transformation, Coach Edith Agoye has come and has turned the table round. Not many people's favourites who have qualified for the Super Six, but they did it on the last day, edging out more favoured teams. I think for that they deserve some kudos.
One of the sides hurt by Sunshine's resurgence at the latter stages of the regular season at Doma United.
Of course, Doma were the neutrals' favourite, because for guys on a little budget, the guys who nobody heard about, the guys, in fact, there was this discerning rumour that the team might be sold, that the new owners cannot survive playing in the Premiership. But then they came in and astounded everybody. And why not a few glitches in the last few days of the league, they might just have made the final 6 playoffs.
Being something special to see a prominently run side compete against teams inspired by stage budget. High boots that required to find a way into it. Ekedite Udom working out Ajagbe Assis for Sunshine Stars. Taking the pace of captain Vincent Temitope. Has got a happy fit. That's too much even for Imo Ikemdenachi. Lip reading the man, just screaming at the captain, expecting a different turn.
He was probably trying to do too much. Of course, shoved on the ball, and of course, no reason for kicking the ball against. That's not fair sportsmanship in the name of football. Lucky he wasn't even carded here by the referee for that act.
The facial expression of Coach Edith Agoye, nothing to be happy about. Joy might come now. Free kick against Sunshine Stars, sight of Ibrahim Yusuf. Somehow he's just going to find a way to get on the mark in this championship if he wants to help the team go as far as they can imagine. Flag stays down. The presence of Obuago Emmanuel defining Wachuku. Guilty in that instance. Have a conversation with the referee.
Guilty for body checking. He really had no reason. That was more like laziness. He's not for to go for the ball. He's there to stand and body check his opponent. I've seen players being carded for that. But in this case, it's continued. Against a team growing in confidence, that's to say, Sunshine Stars.
If Inabulile just taking out the captain, Temitope. From one captain to another. It's the cliche of they can only be a captain on a cruise ship. Shoring to, at the moment, are cruising. So your first 3 points in the championship playoffs. Here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. Stray pass. It's down by Imade, complemented by the pace of the Vainu Wachuku. The flag goes up. Oko Afamefuna just couldn't keep the ball in play. when you saw, Mike, the confirmation of the 6 teams to compete at the championship, Insurance one of your favorites to be champions?
Not really. At the beginning of the season, they were, because they were winning matches. All of a sudden, they found it difficult to score goals.
Yeah.
Now they went to sleep. And Abulele, Divine Wachuku, and the rest of them, Deputy Acheta, were chipping their fair share of goals. But you sure need more than that. However, something that has kept Insurance so important, so to say, so far, has been goalkeeper Amas Obasoge. It's very difficult to beat, and they have a mean defense. Captain last time out, but today, surprisingly, he's not the captain. Coach Odike seemed to be sharing the captaincy duties, so to say.
Sebastian, goalkeeper for BENDEL Insurance Football Club. He's the only man who's played every single game from such a position this season. Wago. Helped out by the presence of Achin Nemeka. This time it's Mafek Pam. Yusuf. Good hold on the football. And it's been the story for Sunshine Stars, just in this game, but this championship.
Whenever they get to the final 10, they seem to lose the plot. And that's where they should have been more dangerous. Once they get coordinated, once in the final 10, Insurance will be in more problems. But so far, Insurance defense has been more relaxed and have time to even plan moves as you see them building from the back.
Taxi Efe and Abulele. Intended crossfield pass to find the big man. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, boys, to have left a trailing arm to the path of the Sunshine player, David Onovo.
Yeah, he practically body checked Onovo there in the presence of winning that ball. And that's not fair play on the part of the Deputy Acheta.
Basoje. Characteristic of him to give away possession. Been champion Sunshine Stars. Also not be shy of representing Nigeria on the continent. Imo Ikemdenachi. Tibi Tokwe, the chest down. Oku Afabefuna, hoping to get David Onovo fully involved. That's a clatter from the big man himself, Deputy Ejeta, deputized brilliantly for the central defenders. But 2 balls on the football pitch. The offside flag goes. Well, that's what the referee assistance. So it has to be a dead ball. That situation, the referee just trying to get a confirmation. Abubakar Abdullahi. Coach Iritagoye just mentioning Oko.
Well, he was way offside there, forgot himself on the pitch. Apart from that, it was also a second ball on the pitch against the rules of football.
Good skill. He's onside Onovo. We get a corner kick for their troubles. Sunday Anyanwu. He's holding off his marker. Mild pressure on BENDEL Insurance. Hoping nothing significant comes off this corner from Imo Ikemdenachi. The first responder, timely to perfection. That's the goal scorer, Divine Wachuku. interception there from Benjamin Tanimu. Almost a steal from Matchday. But he's done it successfully. Hoping to get one past the goalkeeper. Great response from Mustafa Lawal. Hermer's lack of concentration costing Sunshine Stars.
And that was a schoolboy error. You're the last man and you're trying to be fast. You're trying to beat an opposing attacker. You should have been really punished for that. Surprisingly, Sunshine have developed so much confidence and dictating play, dominated possession. Insurance really do have to sit up. But then that same old problem, not knowing what to do. Final third happens still to be Sunshine.
The goals scored the regular season. So far, I don't know if this comes as a surprise, but they lead in terms of the possession, 6-6. To Insurance, 34. That's a mazy run. And the referee has got a free kick to BENDEL Insurance, just at the tip of the penalty mark. It could have been costly, an inch further. But he's protesting caution. Imo Ikemdenachi becomes the very first player to be booked in this contest.
Well, trust footballers, even if arrested in the act, they'll still defend. Pretty lucky that it happened close to the line. This otherwise could have been a penalty. But of course, outside the line. And despite this, Ikemdenachi was still protesting. What he was trying to tell the referee, I simply do not know.
I remember you mentioning how sincere players are during the first coverage we had. That's the confirmation. It's going to be a long night for him, considering the pace of the Insurance players, with the now reality of him being a caution away from suspension. It's a three-man wall. A set piece to be taken by Ife and Abulele. Gone past everyone! Almost neatly for Mario Sarenko. The big man. His effort there was closer to the fluorescent light than the goalkeeper.
Well, the ball bubbled in the 18-yard box, but found itself nicely for Imade. All he had to do was just to sidestep, direct the ball into the net. Unfortunately, that was a defender's kick, and the ball went woof onto the player.
All attempts for Insurance. 4 compared that to Sunshine Stars 1. We've had 3 on target. 1 was pretty on target. None yet for the winner Waves. Side who were within touching distance of being league champions in 2011, Sunshine Stars. It was quite a dramatic end that year. Top heading into the final game of the campaign on 71 points. For now, though, they concentrate on defending this. Deputy Echeta. Good turn to play through David Onovo. Exciting stutter step intercepted. Just something about Divine Wachiku, Mike. He's purposeful when they're attacking and somewhat influential when they are defending.
I like his dexterity when he refuses to be beaten, and which is a good attribute. That's what Coach Monday always advocates from his defenders. Give your all and go, then I'll know that you've given your all.
The free kick is launched. It's been the till for Insurance when they defend comfortably. In some pains, the BENDEL Insurance player can help himself up. Zaidu Ayuba.
Insurance has really done well for a team that was in lower rounds of the league to come up in its very first season and be challenging. It says a lot about their hunger and their ambition. The motivation, of course, where it comes from. And that says a lot that despite all of that, Insurance is still in with a shout. A lot of members of the old school want Insurance to go back to those lofty heights that BENDEL Insurance used to be. But then, it's a slow process. But many are amazed at the speed with which they've developed so far.
Indeed, and I'm sure you're one of those who, not certain where your allegiance lay back in the days, Mike, if it was for BENDEL Insurance or Rangers International.
No. Insurance, there was a, just, we call them standard in just then. Then I had something for DICBs. Because we were the kids who carried the boots of the likes of Ayo Ogunlana, Augustine Eke, whenever DICBs trained. So for me, those were my heroes. But I like the name of insurance then. For me, it spelled big guys. Of course, Rangers, whenever they came to the north, had big guys who could always come from the center circle. So those images always remain with me.
That's why the entire country, I should say, and not a stretch, celebrated their promotion to the elite division. They gained promotion as champions of the Nigerian National League. And what a story if they're able to win this championship playoff and be crowned champions of the Nigerian Premier Football League. It could be talking about potential statue of Coach Moni Odige.
It wasn't long ago when I had this friend who was doing his FA badge from Southampton, FA in Southampton. So whenever he came to the country, I was doing his FA badges. I normally see Monday at the NIS in time past, after which time Monday also went abroad to do some of his coaching. I'm happy that all of that is being exemplified here today.
Propelled by this man, Emmanuel Sarankoa! Throws across, but still kept within distance. Too heavy for even the pacey Sunshine player. Beg your pardon. The BENDEL Insurance man who almost lashed onto that cutback.
Fancy footwork from these petroleum engineering graduates of the University of Benin, who shows that apart from reading books in drilling and the rest of them, he could also drill passes on the pitch of play.
Great portfolio to fall back on if football doesn't pay off. But as I and Mike speak, football is paying off for Emmanuel Sarankoa. Likewise for Benjamin Tanimu. That's the goal scorer at the final, Wachuku. Julio Similoju. Safe hands of goalkeeper Mustafa Lawal. The desire to top pro for him and play at the highest level started in 2014. That dream eventually came true when he made the switch from EFCC to Sunshine Stars in 2021. The maker. Flaggers up against the presence of Novo David. Joined the setup from Aqua United. Season after they were crowned champions. The manager didn't seem pretty pleased with his positioning.
Magoe is not a happy man this moment. Things do not seem to be going his way. Of course, with every proper coach, you want your records to speak for you. Remember, he's still fighting a battle. He's still trying to prove himself that he was unjustly kicked out of 3FC.
Position that now belongs to the Oracle himself, Benga Ogumbote, who also once upon a time managed Sunshine Stars Football Club.
You didn't mention the lofty days when they almost won the league. At some point, Sunshine went to the semi-finals of the Continental Championship, all thanks to the Oracle himself. I mean, he's a coach that's been there, done that, one of the most traveled coaches in Nigeria football.
If my memory doesn't fail me, during the Sunshine setup that season, they also provided the Nigerian national team some talent. Godfrey Obabona was a partnership that had himself and a certain Azubike Eguike. That Sunshine team were truly special. The different hill in 2023. Stay sick, that equaliser. The maker. Tries to go a bit solo and some Boston pace. Deputy Ejeta. But a man who's got quite the height. And to compliment with such pace, I'm impressed. 7 minutes into the action. Wachiku with that belter. Past the half-hour mark in this contest. Insurance still with the solitary strike. Captain Temitope Vincent. Yusuf. Ajagbe Aziz. Still Ajagbe! I thought the intention was fair. The goalkeeper would take something extraordinary to beat him from such a position.
That was a brave attempt on the part of Abdulaziz, but it will sure take more than that to beat the goalkeeper of Amas Obasogi's caliber. We've known how brilliant he's been this season. In my opinion, alongside Bankole, Amasogi has been one of the best goalkeepers in the NPFL this season.
Just me throughout the picture, the reaction you had watching that game between, and Colin, of course, alongside Raf. That's a blockbuster. I think it's been Remo's modus operandi in the championship. Give us a cracker against Amber on the match day one, just some minutes back. What a performance against the champions Rivers United. But they are still without a victory, which is crucial to be the eventual champions. Made. Let's deputy Echeta. Gives it across. Abdulaziz. It's a man who's taking no prisoner there. Owago Emmanuel with a clearance. The final Wachiku, yeah, a bit frustrated. He thought it was a fair challenge. The goal scorer. Not just for Insurance, but for the league in general, he's been one of the more exciting players to watch.
Insurance are beginning to know that they are losing the midfield, and that's when danger spawns. When you begin to give away possession and allow your opponents to run the wings, one intelligent pass might just open your defense, and that is what Insurance are trying to watch.
The more recent challenge from Divine just showed the foul count, 7 to Insurance. Just one caution in this game. That yellow card to Imo Ikemdenachi of Shine Stars Football Club. There's always that pressure if you're a captain of a football team. They say rank does not confer privilege or give power, it just imposes responsibility. That's taken off the head of Yusuf. Intentionally though. Yusuf. Abdulaziz. Excellent defensive job done. For a second you sensed this was a volley ball. Indeed. He's got to check that he's got his visions armed. I think Pat, the man who went into that challenge. Divine Echeta, Deputy Echeta, the finally pass, trying to come the referee for a free kick. Yusuf continues the pursuit of happiness. Manovo. I'll be miffed if I was the coach. Edita Goye. Sarenko. Serke. Imade. Had a side turn goal that the goalkeeper was off his line. But the presence of about 2 yellow shirts, that wasn't the right decision for insurance top scorer in this campaign to have made. Again, it just details that he's a man who's brimming with confidence this season. Julio Similuju. Boago Emmanuel. Trying to involve Mafek Pam. David Onovo is onside. Successful enough to steal a corner kick off Insurance. It's a man who's run his socks off. The centre and offensive position, Sonny Anyao. Product of Ines Stars. He was instrumental in their progress to the NPFL. Second corner for the Owena Waves. Let's go from the Vino Wachaku. It's the pace and presence of Achit Nemeka. Trying to outpossess Virtue. First touch. Mafek Pam. Yusuf. So to try that deliberate pass. Well, he's onside. Imade Sarenko, eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Imade! It's a brilliant save from Mustafa Lawal. An outrageous miss from the linchpin. Completely left on mark. And the Black Bullets decide to misfire. They could have taken the game beyond Sunshine Stars, and the manager knows it. What a chance gone begging for Imade Sarenko. Fourth attempt in this game and still yet to puncture the goalie, but this was the most obvious of them all. For lack of better words, Mike, that was absolutely shocking. As a player who's been supported by the club side after his acquisition, he was loaned away for a few periods to Wicked Torres. 2 years later, he came back and became the Black Bullet. A bit of concern there for the Sunshine Stars player. He's got the semblance of a Boago Emmanuel. They halted momentarily, but this fans would not stop chanting. Some of them have seen the success tales of the 1973 and 79 squad. For the face of stakeholders in the setup, of which your matchday commentator, game day 2, match day 2. Former Super Eagles manager Austin Eguavo also present among the dignitaries. He's still part of the setup by virtue of a certain technical position. But currently, this is how it stands. Top Rivers United by virtue of their failure to win against Remo Stars in second. Well, Insurance current standing puts them with the same points, and just separated by a goal differential. If the Super 6 ends now, Ayimba will be champions. That's not the reality, it's just the predictions. 3 match days to come. Wednesday and Friday, and of course the finale on Sunday. Did that come as a surprise for you, Mike? 2 changes just before halftime for Sunshine Stars. That's good football. Afamefuna. Shot on the blind side of the defenders. Cut offside the captain, Timitokwe Vincent, but at the same time just showing to the entire world he's got quality. Just that confirmation. A forced change for Sunshine Stars. The defender who picked up that knock on Wago Emmanuel, taken off for Saturday Melobari. Taken. He's been ever busy in this contest, Oku Afamefuna. 2 minutes of additional time. Has been a healthy performance for Insurance Football Club. A surprising moment for goalkeeper Amaso Batsoje. got a bit of a nudge to be talked by Vincent off another captain, Ife and Abulele. That's the man who got the a goal for Insurance. Claypool is Achilles there. Currently written in paint at the moment. Sadaki Ismail. Referee just trying to confirm there's still room for football to be played. The first touch has put him off the man. Saturday Milubari. Quickly taken, Deputy. Fine, Goskara, the fine, Wachuku. That's the half-time whistle. Insurance propelled with the strike from the Vino Wachuku in the 7 minutes. It was well taken. And after that goal, they sought out consolidation. Julius Emilio just crossed. Somewhat also found the presence of Imade, who had that eyeball-to-eyeball moment with the goalkeeper, spurned it. Sunshine Stars know football is a game of two halves. Nothing is guaranteed, but that's the man who's the momentary hero for Insurance Football Club as they seek a first win in the championship playoff. A quest to be champions, and not just be champions without a defeat. If achieved, will be unprecedented in the history of Nigerian football. It would be a side needing loads of pep talks. Sunshine for Insurance, it would be more of a pat on the back. It's half-time from this arena. Insurance 1, Sunshine Stars 0.
Sound check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, sound check.
Testing mic.
Well, a Divine Nwachukwu strike is what separates Insurance of Benin with Sunshine Stars in the first 45 minutes of the clash between these two sides at the NPFL Super 6 Championship Playoffs. It's all about to fall. Insurance are on their way at nicking their first victory right here after a draw in the opening match day. But what an encounter we have had. It looked as though Insurance was going to run away with a couple of goals. Imade, you have to say, shockingly, should have actually put that at home with that opportunity. That was not the case. But we see Sunshine Stars coming out, and it seems as though they are doing the best to actually pick something out of this one, Mike, even though they haven't been as clinical as they have to be in the final third.
Very true. They dominated position quite all right. One unexpected Insurance that started like a house on fire to perhaps pummel them with more goals. Ever since Divine's goal, Sunshine has been the team on the up, and Sunshine kept putting the pressure. Unfortunately, Insurance could not. And when they had few chances, Imade chose to go to sleep. Now, that doesn't happen anytime. So early in the game, that was the shot. It took a few ricochet off one or two people to get past the goalkeeper. That was divinely put by Divine Nwachukwu there. So early in the game, that would have settled Insurance's nerves, but unsettled Sunshine's nerves. However, it was Sunshine that composed themselves and did better. Now, schoolboy defending. You don't just hook the ball anyway. You might end up arranging, laying it, as we say, laying it for somebody to have it. That is it. When you hook the ball, hook it away from goal, sideways, but not directly in front of goal. Because just one shot, as we see from Divine, opened up everything, though we did have some defending. Now, Insurance, that's Emiloju Julius now. Very good. Right from his MFM, he has this ability to pull out. Imade rose up very high this time, nodded very well, though there wasn't much power, but that shows intent. Showed that Imade could do it without height and without flexibility for a tall lad. Promising. Dead ball expert he is. And what a leap from this. He rose up well before the ball and, of course, dropped it.
But, Mike, I don't think he was as clinical as ought to be. There was no, nobody put him under pressure. I mean, he could have actually done better there with the header. And, of course, all thanks to good defending from the goalkeeper there.
I agree with you. In my opinion, I'll say Imade, look at this now. He fluffed this chance. All you need to do to compose yourself. In my opinion, he's lost form. He was hotter as a footballer earlier in the season, but it does happen to some players. All you need to do is just to gain your confidence back and say, listen, I've always done it before. I can do this thing again. It's in me. I'll do it. Now, we saw Sunshine with some occasional attacks. But now, you don't expect a shot like this to beat Amaso Basogie. In my opinion, one of the two best goalkeepers in the NPFL alongside Bankole of Remo. Sometimes he captains this team and he leads by example from the back. It will sure take more than a shot from this distance and with this velocity to get the better of him. Look at the goalkeeping technique. He kept his non-kick behind the ball. So should his fingers miss it, the ball will not pass through his legs. Brilliant goalkeeping technique on his part. They asked a few questions, but Insurance's defense has been what has kept them from being unbeaten this season because they've not been scoring goals. Mike. Put him through. Now, some more skillful attackers will go close, dribble the goalkeeper, take the ball around the goalkeeper. Even if the angle is narrow, they wait for a teammate and square it to be jabbed into the net. But he was in so much of a hurry to chip the ball. Some other players will kick the floor, kick the ground as if they want to hook it and commit to the goalkeeper before the second one. But Imade all went in. It's easy to say when you are standing here, but when you're on the pitch, you are running. That tiredness, that velocity, it's not easy to consummate all of that.
No, but then again, I hear what you're saying, Mike. Imade was neck and neck with Obioma Emeka as regards the highest goal scorers in the league. But then he more or less has faltered. That is a striker lacking a bit of confidence, self-confidence, because he hasn't been getting the goals. He's stuck on 8 goals, while Emeka is the only NPFL player on double digits.
What they need to do now, perhaps get a psychologist, sit this guy down and tell him, listen, you were the person scoring all these goals at the beginning of the season. You couldn't have, it's in you. Work on the guy. It happens. It happens to some players. When they begin to read a lot of newspapers, a lot of comments about themselves, it gets into their head. It affects their psyche. So all you need to do, bring this guy down. Some traditional coaches will even deprive their players from social media, newspapers and the rest of them, but newspapers are not too popular anyway these days. As you see the goal attempts, Insurance has been more attacking. 6 goal attempts just to 2 of this. And on target, just 1, the one we saw goalkeeper catch, while Insurance had 4. 7 fouls on Insurance. That means Sunshine were the more aggressive team. Yellow cards, we just had just 1, no red card, and 3 offside. The Insurance defense has been so coordinated. But in all that coordination, no corners, just 2 on the part of Sunshine, which wasn't converted. And like I did say, more possession on the part of Sunshine. But when they get to the final third, they seem to lose idea of what use is having so much possession when you cannot convert.
Now, it's a good thing you brought that up because now all eyes are on Sunshine Stars. And I'm sure Edith Agoye will be speaking to the boys in the dressing room to say, try to lift their spirits one way or the other. We may be a goal down, but with all the enterprise we have seen in the final third of our opposition, all we need to do is find a way to put the ball behind the net. How do you see that happening? Or are we looking at a very dogged insurance defense as the reason why Sunshine Stars haven't been profitable in front of goal?
You pointed out rightly both angles. Insurance's defense has been what has been keeping them. It's been long since Insurance has scored more than 2 goals. That's even if they've scored 2 this season. Earlier on in the season, they were scoring goals, but they simply ran out of goal scoring. But their defense has been what has been keeping them in the game. Amas Obasogie, when you have Tenimu Benjamin at the back, has been a Trojan. Anyanwu at the back has been a Trojan. Emiloju from the left back is a no-nonsense defender. So that is an advantage Insurance have. If they can't score you, you have problems getting past them. Then on the pass of Sunshine, all Coach Edith Agoye has to do is to call, unfortunately, do not have a big name, experienced attacker to marshal the team. We had Abdulaziz some time back that got 13 goals. But ever since then, Sunshine have fewer goals in this season. That's why a lot of people were surprised that we usurped the likes of Aqua to qualify. But they earned their right because they played 18 matches like everybody, and after 18 matches, they came out 3rd on the table.
Do you see Sunshine Stars coming back in the second 45?
It's going to be difficult. I will not say they will not dominate possession still again. But then converting is a chance. Against this dogged Insurance chance, I don't see them getting a goal. Should they get one, Insurance will, of course, get another.
All right, Mike is more or less giving it to Insurance when we kick off with the second 45 minutes. It's all to battle for our final game. The excitement is still palpable. We are not giving up. We are having a massive, massive blast, I say, and we're looking forward to what second 45 minutes has to offer between BENDEL Insurance of Benin, who are in the lead by the odd goal against the Sunshine Stars of Akure. Will be returned after this break.
Welcome back to the Bolaji Johnson Arena here in Lagos, our venue for the championship playoff to determine who will be Kings of Nigerian Football 22-23 season. And the final fixture for the Matchday 2 festivity. Insurance against Sunshine Stars, just a goal separating the side. Courtesy of Divine Nwachukwu, the man who has got the sight of the football. A couple of changes for Sunshine Stars in the first half. One was a tactical change, the other was a false substitution. Obwagwe Emmanuel taken off for Ejike Ozuechi and Ibrahim Yusuf, replaced by Samson Olashuko. Certainly no need for tactical switch for BENDEL Insurance. Significant for Insurance if they're able to hold on to this current score. That's a comfortable position. Going into the match day 3 counter. So interestingly would be against the People's Elephant. Earlier today, I got that crucial win. Slowly Stars Football Club, the opening fixture of this match day. Captain Timmy Tokwe is now protesting a call from the referee. Given Chukwude. Coming in to replace the man who started his career with Lenin FC, an amateur club side, Jos Mafik Pam. Sarenko, obviously just coming in from an offside position, suggested by the assistant referee. He's got a couple of goals this season, 8 to be exact. The first against Akwa United, the opening match day. Just to put it in perspective, the first goal this season was scored by that man Emmanuel Sarenko at the Nest of Champions. A shocking victory against the Promise Keepers. Alongside that partner in crime, Ismail Serki. Free kick. Sunshine, David Anovo. Hugely influential in all things offensive for the winner Wales. Jagbear Abdullah Says. An appeal for a corner kick, but the final touch came off Sunshine player Ejike Ozuechi, who came in to replace the injured Obwagwe Emmanuel. Most recent experience at the top flight for Insurance was an abridged season that happened in 2019. They went into amass as high as 28 points in 22 games. Bicycle kick, almost a second attempt. Some acrobatic defending there to Kotel Zaidu. Zaidu Ayuba. That's what you say, that everybody, every breath you have on the line. There's a reason why he's the captain of the side. Vincent Timitokba that armband continually imposes responsibility the corner is taking. About 6-10 to the first half insurance. Paid out to Sunshine Stars. That full attempt and goal. Able to just make it count as a potential breakaway. Possession regained. Leo Sarenko playing to Zaidu. The cross on the captain Efe Nabulele. That need for guarantee when you have got the ball bubbling around the penalty box. There's no time to ask questions, as the Sunshine Stars defender did. Sakatelia. It's just the second match day for Sunshine Stars. There's need for the fans watching across the entire ward to be downcast. Played against the champions, most expected it to be a whitewash, just a solitary penalty goal. Here's Mario Sarenko. That's a goal kick to Sunshine Stars. Healthy battle between himself and Ekenife Udom from Nassau United, and the Canada centre-back joined at the start of the season. It's been a while we saw the sight of Sirki Ismail. We've seen more of this individual on the ball, Timmy Tokba. Vicious cross of the fullback Imo Ikemdinachi. Left back, formerly with Apex Crane Football Club, joined Sunshine Stars at the start of the season after the early recruitment for the coach in the Tagoye team. Ade. Waiting to be part of the action. Deputy Acheta in that instance just trying to help out. There's an appeal for a free kick. Deputy Acheta. Just having that collision with the fullback Oko Afamefuna. Sense that insurance always in a hiss when they've got set piece. They want to compliment the effort with a second. Certainly would take the sting off whatever Sunshine have. If it in Abulele. Imo Ikemdinachi. Surprisingly disappointing from Achin the maker. Chase goes on. Imade tries to be silky. Divine. What a goal! Intention was to go past the last man. It was unsuccessful. Great response also from goalkeeper Mustafa Lawal. Still a goal to separate this fixture right inside the 55th minute. Still got the ever dependable Mike Mayaki with me on commentaries, just calling what is the final action, the championship playoff for today, Mike. Are you surprised by the current score? Scored more than a goal in about 4 matches. That's the only moment they've had about 2 close goals in the game. They are kings of 1-0, 1-1. 1-1 actually their famous results, notably achieved in the second stanza of the regular campaign. Were champions of the Premier Football League twice. The 91 season in 2000. Same number of times. Insurance, led by this man, have tasted success at the highest level. That's quite high. Vincent Timitokwe. Ajagbe Abdulaziz. To keep him right on the byline. It takes skill and composure. He's got about 2 yellow shirts in the box and somehow just throws himself into trouble. It's a corner kick, quite the pace from Deputy Echeta. It's something Haile Gabriel Selassie I'd be proud of if it was a marathon. They complement the efforts with a second corner of the game. It's surprising to note that Sunshine have had 2 prior to Insurance also getting room to take their second corner. Goal scorer Divine Uwachuku to take the corner kick for BENDEL Insurance Football Club. Was always rising. Attracts the goalkeeper Mustafa Lawal. Still enjoying the football today. Paul Bassi, yeah. That's the man who leads that conversation we mentioned and hours back, the Bloggers Award. It's quite prestigious. The maker. Serki Ismail has been pretty pedestrian in this game. Nadia Sarenko hoping for support in Zaidu. Ayuba cross into the penalty box. Hand first start. Divine. Ife Abulele. All Insurance. Well, the intention is something you commend, but not the efforts from the fullback. From MFM player, St. Julius Emiloju. He had every right to go for goal. Fans of MFM would always remember that partnership between himself and Sikiru Olatubosu. Was telling crosses. Again, MFM a delight to watch, but 2023, Mike, we're talking about MFM in the Nigerian National League now. How sad. Yeah. Present day. Let's get the man Samson Olashukwa, who came in for Ibrahim Yusuf. Trying to find the light. There's something about the centre defender there. Sonny Anyao taking no prisoner. He's still complaining. Olashukwa. Steven Chukwude. It's upon the time called the Elephant Park Hole. Corner. Headed back in, Sunshine Stars! They find the breakthrough! The affairs of the championship playoffs seem to have been coming Ekerete Udom. There were lots of bodies there, had to pinpoint how that happened. And until the referee just showed that it's accurate, they will celebrate. First goal, not just the championship playoff, but also this season confirms the score as Insurance won, Sunshine Stars won. Second top scorer for the side now, Udo Ekerete. There's just something about Idita Goye's countenance. He feels they can win this game, Mike. Their history, Sunshine Stars, they've never won the NPFL title. To BENDEL Insurance, Zaidu Ayuba, favourite to take this. But for his quality, this is quite some distance for the Insurance midfielder. Chukwude, Lashukwa, but then again it's Nebulule who takes to the back post. And he's dealt with as he should for Sunshine Stars. Of course, the fans have found your voices. possession for Insurance. He needed some better positioning to help the goalkeeper from such a position. Sturgeon, ex-J Ateta player. Occasions where he's spoken to the press and mentioned how he adores the French midfielder N'Golo Kanté. The end for Deputy Echeta. His position is taken by Vincent Agostos. Captain to be top there. Serki Ismail. Too high for Ghost Kara Divine, but not beyond Julius Imiloju. Still Divine Oachiku Ayuba. I was saying he would have been on Popper's field. Still BENDEL Insurance. Start defending there from the Sunshine. Fullback intercepted what could have been a dangerous run from the Benin Vipers. The whistle. It's going to be a caution. Sunday Anyanwu. BENDEL Insurance just going into that challenge against the Sunshine Stars forward. Intelligently done. So Mitakwa, goalkeeper off his line. And gathers swiftly. And Masavasoje. Seems to have been a might clatter there. Based on his reaction. Just might have caught the knee of the Sunshine striker. Looks quite concerning for a man who's played every single minute this season. What a player he's been in this game. Timmy Tokwe. The player running on the blind side, a flag would stay down. Not entirely. That's just a confirmation early in caution shown to centre back. Sunday Anyanwu. Felt like an unfair call in favour of Sadiki against the Sunshine Stars central defender. Goal scorer, well, Ikenethe Udom. Michael, the captain, took charge of that situation. Good to see, free kick taken. Of all of the moments they had to assess what could have been done better, even for the captain himself, Efe and Abulele, he would want to face Max. A bit of tactical change to come for Insurance within seconds. This fixture is going down on a Monday, but it's Saturday. Melubari, who's introduced for Zaidu Ayuba. Presence of Oko Afamefuna. Odds coming into this fixture strongly in favour of BENDEL Insurance to win. Just less than a quarter of an hour in this game of additional time. It feels even Stevens. Starts possession. Newman Saturday trying to help out the defence for Insurance. Watch it in the maker. Kindly to Ajagbe Abdulaziz. Get the applause from the bench. It's pretty camp for them. Goal scorer Karate Udom. Just momentary loss of concentration from him. Could have been quite costly. The free kick to Sunshine Stars. David Anova a bit quiet in the second half, Mike. Free kick to come. Ajagbe. Connecting header. Vincent Samitokba goes down. Well, the referee waved play on. And the man is still down. Penalty box as the captain has picked himself up, realising that they've got possession now, they've lost it. Divine Uwachaku, the maestro. Probably that description too heavy for his shoulders. Divine, for the option time, surprisingly giving away possession. Sujay Stevens playing through the new man. Saturday Melubari. Chikude. Vincent Samitokba for Sunshine Stars. This has been quite an interesting battle between the captains. taking into cognizance the next fixture for Sunshine Stars is the Southwest Derby against Remo Stars. If they're able to pick a point here, or even win this game, who says they cannot get something against a 2-2 playing football team. Lashuk was having a go at the match official. It's quite bold to do so. If state players get sent off for less. The current score. 6 minutes into the action. It's difficult to take down the southpaw, as they often will tell you in training. Divine. Good first touch. Tried to out to captain, out to goalkeeper. Mustafa Lawal. Has had it pretty easy compared to the performance against Rivers United. Achet Nameka. Time. Man who's going to be contention for the player of the match, Achin Lameka, alongside his captain Vincent Temitope. From Shooting Stars, Sunshine Stars, I beg your pardon, Viewpoint. Some movements under the touchline. A couple of changes rung in by the Penal Insurance manager. That's how far he can perform. Captain on the side, Vincent Temitope. That's the man who'll be replaced. Also, me promise coming with the armband. Also, it's important to mention Oge Emmanuel. Abulile. Threat for Mustafa, despite channeling header from striker Imadi Osarenko. Just trying to help out. the presence of Austin Ogunye and Ado Stevens. The players introduce enough of action for Imadi Osarenko. It's not been his evening, Mike. Just the number 9, not by number, but the striker for Insurance had that one-on-one moment in the first half. It could have been goal number 2 for Insurance if he had taken it. It feels like it's been hit with a missile. That's Oge Emmanuel, who's less than 2 minutes on the pitch, and that's the fastest recovery I'd ever see in a football game. Well, the countenance of the Insurance players who've been taken off, Mike, just a bit calm, not too excited to leave the pitch. As the man who's introduced, and Musomi Promise came in to replace the captain, Vincent Temitokwe. Always leading them. That's just the confirmation on your screen of the tactical changes deployed by Insurance. So it's a fresh front line since they've decided to take off Imade and Sadike Ismail. Start of the season, they were referred to as the deadly duo, Imade and Sadike. Goal attempts for Insurance, 6 to Sunshine Stars. That tally could increase with this possession count. Divine. Trying to find Austin Ogunye. Achin Nameka. That's the big man and the goal scorer, Ekerete Udom. Soje Stevens just intercepting that offensive. Nameka is down on challenge, but has to dust himself up. Julius. Pretty enticing, that cross. But met with the same resistance. Achi and Nameka look like it's pulled a hamstring of some sort. It's gone down for the second time. This time he'll be forced to get that treatment. Desperately crazed for. Coach Mondi Odige, BENDEL Insurance Football Club. That's the opposite manager, Edith Agoye. Just 5 minutes left in this game. It's still Insurance 1, Sunshine Stars 1. Abulele. Cut out by the presence. Fikarite Udom. Still Sunshine. Trying to see if they can hold up. Conjure up what many would consider to be quite an upset. They're able to hold off BENDEL Insurance from attaining maximum points in this game. Casey has called for a set-piece, a necessary challenge. The Sunshine Stars player decides to go and stay down. Position there. Credited with defending from the Stars defender Oko Afamefuna. This halting walk could have been quite threatening. The substitute Adodo. Approaching the embers of this fixture. It's been pretty cagey. Seen lots of fluid movements from both sides since the restart. Yeah, Wood helping out to initiate this attacking moment. Mounier lurking in the 6. That's put out to safety. A man who obviously will be the hero if this tie ends this way. Ekerete Udom. It's pretty impressive to get that much number of goals from such a position. Most of which this season for Ekerete has come off set pieces. Which is what BENDEL Insurance have. As we hit the 90. Divine, Kawachuku, Julius Emiloju. Teammates picking and hoping to conjure up magical moment right into stoppage time. If there's a better word than disappointing, then encapsulates that free kick. Central defender Benjamin Tanibu. That's the confirmation. 4 minutes of added time for either Insurance or Sunshine Stars to get the winner. Efe Nabalele would walk away from this action moment. Set but swung in. The goalkeeper uncertain about coming out and staying right on his line. Ricochet. Straight to the safe hands of goalkeeper Mustafa Lawal. Living the dream to play professional football. That tells of how it took him quite a while to get that breakthrough. 4 saves he's made this fixture, and his ball distribution has been pretty excellent, 91%. Superior compared to what we had of Masabasuji. A man who's also done decent for himself, Mustafa Lawal. He's his appearance in the league this campaign. Racked up 7 clean sheets, but none will come tonight. And he's made some decent saves, nothing spellbinding. The opposite goalkeeper is the king of appearances, as we've mentioned all through the coverage. Every single minute for Insurance, there is a Mas Obasoji. Certainly don't look too excited, the fans of Insurance Football Club. It's understandable, they are yet to pick a point in this game. Samson and Lashupo came looking fly. He would exit the fixture. It's cars that details how much of a fight is given in this battle. Quite the contrast for Sunshine Star supporters, they're gyrating. If you play against the champions in the first game and you lose by just a goal, scored from the penalty spots, and against a team unbeaten, you are on the verge of a point, then there's every reason to celebrate. And it's not mediocre mindset, it's the reality. Excuse that attempt. Extra man. For the final throw of the dice. Alashukwa. And the captain coming in with that sliding challenge, Ife Nabulele for Insurance Football Club. And the 4 minutes added is exhausted, but there still might be room for stoppage time drama. Maybe not. And Abulele. Austin Agunye. Cross deep into Sunshine Stars half. And that's the confirmation, the final whistle. BENDEL Insurance remain unbeaten this season, but still without a win in the championship playoff. They scored the first goal in this game, courtesy of Divine Owachiku in the 7th minute. Looked pretty primed for their first win. But the resolute nature of Sunshine Stars, propelled by some great tactical work from the touchline, inspired an equaliser, scrappy as it may seem, significant after the 90 off the boot of Ekerete Udom. There's so much still to come for these sides. Nothing is guaranteed yet. But you reckon this point is one Sunshine Stars Football Club will celebrate. It's one they will be proud of. Coming off that back of that 1-0 loss to Rivers United. They've given a performance that they will be inspired with, one they will take into the final match day. For the next match day against the Remo Stars. But after the 90, the picture tells which side is happier with the outcome and which side feels fulfilled that there's still hope for a first league title for Insurance Football Club. There's still so much to play. A result, not a scoreline, Insurance 1, Sunshine Stars 1.
As such, we have come to the end of Matchday 2, the Nigeria Premier Football League Super 6 Championship Playoffs. And what an encounter it turned out to be. A replica of what we saw in Matchday 1, where the first game ended up in a 2-all scoreline. The second game ended in a win, and the third game a barren draw. Exactly what we have seen in today's fixture. A 2-all draw, a win, and a barren draw. But then again, we have to say it's been a great run out here for this side. And I think it's undisputed, Mike, that BENDEL Insurance are the draw specialists of the NPFL.
Yeah, if anybody was in doubt before today, I think this has confirmed it. This is a chance that gets numerous chances. So put the game to bed. Instead, they keep fluffing the chances. We saw this from Imade in the first half and the rest of them, only to concede a clumsy goal in the second half. Yet, they couldn't always. They've got problems consistently scoring. It's just that the defense has been somewhat tight. However, today, Sunshine found a way to breach that defense. Hence, that draw specialists that they've been termed continue. However, they still remain invincible as far as the league is concerned. 20 matches without a loss.
I agree with you, Mike. I think it's been a good one, no doubt.
We've successfully navigated the Matchday 2. And we've enjoyed ourselves.
Well, we have to say it has been something to witness at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, a Matchday 2 of the NPFL, a Super 6 Championship Playoffs. My word. Lobby Stars losing today by a long goal to Enyimba International, and Enyimba still unbeaten as it is. Rivers United, well, I think they left it very late, but at least they managed to shore up and make sure they do not concede defeat without rallying equalizer against Remo Stars. It was the most fascinating and spectacular fixture on the day. While for BENDEL Insurance, they had it all to battle for. They had it all wrapped up in their hands, but they made Sunshine Stars a comeback. Sunshine Stars making sure it is not a back-to-back defeat for them for Matchday 2, Mike.
Yeah, I like their fighting spirit. And for some part of it, they look to be the better coached team of the two. They held the ball well, they showed hunger by always winning the second balls. For me, that is the way to go about it. That tag of being underdog did not really affect them. So, I mean, for me, it's brilliant. We've arguably seen the best of Nigerian football. But the game that will remain with me for a while to come happens to be the Enyimba versus Remo match, because it was indeed a game and a half.
Oh, you're talking Rivers United versus Remo.
Rivers United versus Remo. A game and a half it is for me.
Yeah, that we will witness. But for Wednesday, when Chisom will be coming through, BENDEL Insurance Enyimba. Now that you have to look out for because it's a key fixture. BENDEL Insurance cannot continue to end themselves a draw. For Remo Stars, they must absolutely find a way to go get one over Sunshine Stars. While Lobby Stars will be hoping they can show off better with the defending champions of Rivers United alive here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Match Day 3. Mike, I think it's been a great run out. I think you've done amazingly well. It is good doing pitchside duties of the NPFL.
Yeah, I've had a fantastic time watching these matches. I wish we could go on and on again. Unfortunately, we have to wait for 48 more hours for Match Day 3 action.
Yes, let it not go on and on. If not, we will lose the excitement. We want it to come through. We have a day of rest for all of these players, and 48 hours will make a return. Match day 3 of the NPFL Super 6 Championship Playoffs. And to everybody there, a massive thank you to Mike, to our commentary team of Emmanuel Etim, Timo Weye, Ralph Chidoze Judge, and of course to you all out there for hanging out with us. We hope you have had a great encounter with us here. For me, as always, as I always yana, this now again.